Hey, oh wait, my microphone quality sucks. Anyway, so basically, this video was actually supposed to come out back in July, but I had some things to do, like I had to walk my fish. Anyway, so yeah, some of the numbers of like views and stuff are gonna be inaccurate because that video's blown up even more now. Anyway, so yeah, that in the just watch the video. Everything makes sense besides the views. Yeah. Make How to Beat Undyne the Undying, please. Okay. I had a plan to do this in the past, but I mean, you'll see why. Yeah. Why don't we do How to Beat Undyne the Undying? So recently, my Sans video has been blowing up out of nowhere. I don't know why. And I had the great idea, or actually, this guy had the great idea, for me to make How to Beat Undyne the Undying. Since, the only way to actually get to Sans is to beat Undyne the Undying. So, here's how to beat Undyne the Undying. So first, before we talk about any attacks, let's talk about equipment. Just remember, you might have to restart your Genocide route to get some of these. So, just remember that. You've only been playing Genocide for, like, at most an hour. It shouldn't take you that long to get back. Especially now that you know what to do. Now for food, the best thing you can have is the butterscotch pie. Except whatever you do, don't eat it. If you eat it, then you fail. You've already failed Genocide. The reason for that is because the butterscotch pie, no matter how much health you have, heals you to full HP. Meaning that it's a lot more useful when you're fighting Sans when you have 92 HP than when you only have like about 56 when you're fighting Undyne. But for food they're actually going to use to heal in the battle, the snowman pieces are the best. However, I advise you only use them if you really need to, because again, they'll be really helpful in the Sans fight because, you can only get one of the stakes, and they heal 5 more HP than legendary heroes. You probably came from the Sans video, so, you probably already knew that. Or maybe you haven't watched that video, you should go watch that. It has 1,000 views, did I ever tell you that? The next best thing you can have is the abandoned quiche, where you can find it right here in Waterfall, right under this bench. And for the rest of your inventory, you can just fill it up with spider ciders that you can get in the ruins. See, the thing is, the spider ciders do cost a lot, especially in Genocide when everything is completely free, but they actually heal 24 HP, which is actually 2 more than both of the bicycle parts combined, both the unicycles. They heal 22 together, but the spider cider heals 24, so it's the best. In terms of weapons and armor, there are 2 strategies you can use. You could either use the ballet strategy or the notebook strategy. I personally use the ballet strategy because I'm very good at video games, and I never miss an attack. That's not true. I suck. But I just like using the ballet shoes and the tutu. The ballet strategy means getting the shoes from right here and the tutu from right here, because at this time in the game, these are the best weapons and armor to have. The ballet shoes do the most damage, and the tutu resists the most damage. But if you keep getting hit by a lot of these arrow-looking things from Undyne, and you always take damage for each of those, then there's another strategy, the notebook strategy. The notebook strategy requires you either get the notebook or the cloudy glasses, because the notebook doesn't do as much damage, and the cloudy glasses don't resist as much damage, but you have a lot more invincibility frames. Also, I never said this in the Sans video, but the cloudy glasses are actually the best armor against Sans. The reason for that is because there are no invincibility frames in the Sans fight. It doesn't matter about like what kind of armor you have, except for the cloudy glasses that actually reduce the amount of poison damage you take from Sans attacks. So, fun fact. Now for attacks. This is the reason I didn't want to make this video, but this guy is very kind, and I have only like 2 subs, so I have to listen to my community. It's not really a community, it's just kind of people who come back. Anyway, most of Undyne's attacks are actually just memorization and quick reactions, which I can't really tell you how to do those, because it's based off of how much you play the game, not by just a random YouTube tutorial. So I can't really help you with the green attacks, but what I can help you with are the red soul attacks. So I'm just gonna tell those. There are 6 phases of Undyne's battle, 3 when you have a green soul, and 3 when you have a red soul. And in those 3 red soul phases, there are 4 different attacks. The first one's actually in Undyne's neutral battle. It's where there are a bunch of spears thrown at you and you have to avoid them. They also target you, so you just have to constantly be moving, and that's kind of it. The second attack is what I call the easiest attack. There are 3 spears that come up at random times, and my strategy is just to stay in the middle, and if there's a spear that comes up in the middle, then you just move to the side and move back. Once you get through those 2 attacks, you go on to the next phase. Once you finish the 3rd phase, you go on to the 2nd red soul phase. There are 2 attacks that are just the same, but this is the worst attack that Undyne has. So basically what you have to do in a split second is you have to calculate, and you have to do some like math and algebra and like trigonometry, calculus, all those stuff, and be like, okay, I'm right here, and there's an opening right there, and depending on how the spears are moving, I have to calculate that and then go in between those, but also they're closing in, so I have to do that very fast. Yeah, that's why I don't like this one. That was a very bad explanation. So basically, you just kind of hope for the best. That's kind of it. I don't really have a strategy for that one. And once you finish the last green soul phase, you're on to the last phase of the battle. From here, Undyne starts just shuffling through attacks. And they're in the same order every time, so depending on how comfortable you are with the attack, you can think to either heal or, attack Undyne. The last unique attack that Undyne has is actually my favorite. So for this one, spears just appear and they shoot at you. So if you move in a circle like this, then you can survive it. And it looks very cool, and it's very fun. And once you do enough hits to Undyne, you can finally beat her and, continue with the genocide route. Oh yeah, also just remember, fix the game. I still haven't fixed the game, so every time I play the pacifist mode and, I beat it, I get a jump scare. But anyway, thanks for watching, and, thank you for 1,000 views on the Sans video. Also, the guy who commented on that video, thank you for giving me ideas and getting me to 3,000 views. And also, hopefully you can beat Undyne now. Until next time, goodbye.